Welcome to another On Fire Family Happy Hour. Cheers.
Cheers.
If you have not joined us before, what we do is we sit here on Friday nights and pull up boats and dream and shop for our Great Loop boat. Our family of four is departing on the Great Loop in about 17 months now, and so we are in the market to buy a boat. And we talk about what we like, what we don't like, how viable an option many of these boats are.
Yeah.
And so if you have a recommendation for one, please make a comment down below. Subscribe so you don't miss one of these, and hit that like button if you enjoy what we're doing. Today we have a 1990 Californian. This is very similar to one we've looked at already.
Recently.
That was the Californian that is one of the favorites that we have had of these videos that we have done, both with us for an option for the Great Loop, as well as you guys who are watching our videos. And so we thought we'd look at this one today. This is almost the exact same boat. It just has a cockpit on it.
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
And so rather than the shorter, I think it was 48-foot Californian that we saw, this is a 55-foot Californian.
So this is the biggest boat we've looked at.
It is. But as we look at the picture, what we see is that it's just the same kind of flush deck motor yacht kind of style that we looked at. It just has this enormous cockpit bolted on the back. So
I love some cockpit.
take a look and see what we've got. Yeah, so this is in Hampton, Virginia, which is a reasonable location for us to buy a boat and start our loop. It's a little over our budget at $170, but let's take a look, and maybe it'll come down in price.
Yeah, I haven't
by
seen
the
this
time
one.
we're
I'm
ready to
excited.
buy. So yeah. So I guess right into the salon here.
And I was a little bit worried because it's a 90s boat, and that doesn't look too 90s, except for the weird pelican. But the wood is not
Yeah,
black.
it's not that light colored, kind of whitewashed looking wood.
So this is
This actually
this is a nice,
for a built-in, I think,
Yeah,
couch. This is a comfy looking
pretty
one.
comfy. Yeah.
Carpet everywhere, which maybe is not our favorite. Kind of like the hardwood or parquet, or especially teak and holly cabin.
Yeah,
style.
this looks more like an RV. But that's
Wow.
nice. I like
Yeah.
this.
I like the dinette here.
I do. I like that this one has a dinette. The other one didn't have one. It had like a butler's pantry, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. So I prefer a dinette.
Teak and holly down here, which is nice.
Is that fake?
Maybe. Sundeck area with the hard top over it.
That's really nice.
Which is cool. Wet bar over here, which is nice. Looks like a nice large sun deck. And this carpet I don't mind as much out here as a lot of the indoor-outdoor kind of cheesy carpet ones we've
Right.
seen.
And sometimes when you see a 90s boat, it has like white carpet, and that's just not okay.
Yeah, huge cockpit back here for line handling, for just sunbathing and hanging out.
Fishing.
Water sports, we can shove some paddle boards,
Yeah,
kayaks,
that's
that
really
kind
nice.
of thing. Big swim deck with these. I even looked up what these are and I don't remember it now.
I love that, especially for having kids, that having that big, large sun deck.
Yeah, well,
And for us trying to climb up as older people out of the water.
older people. I don't know that we're, not as spry as we used to, I suppose. There is a lower helm station on this boat,
Oh, that's nice.
which is I think a nice to have. Dual helm stations up on the Flybridge and down here.
Yep. Just get a coffee table, maybe a coffee table that is dual height.
So this is looking aft down into the master stateroom, which we've seen, looks like in a picture already.
Yep.
But this has, because it's got that cockpit, you have an exit out onto the cockpit from the master stateroom.
Because the sun deck is on top of it?
It's on top of the master stateroom. Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's nice.
So, like,
so you can be able
2
to
exits.
sit out there and then come on in.
Right.
Might be easier too with steps down like that to get groceries and stuff from the cockpit area up into
through the bedroom,
and then
into the kitchen.
up through the salon, then down into the galley. Yeah. So
Maybe not.
yeah, I think that's probably rolled flooring.
That's fine.
Teak and holly, but it gets the look and feel and fine.
Yeah,
Nice stand-up.
It's definitely not as cheesy as it could be.
Once again, looking aft, looks like there's a stateroom here. I don't know what's across the hall. Maybe another head, actually. Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
lovely.
that's the cool third stateroom, which looks adequate in
Yeah, I
size
really
for
like
a
a Californian. I mean,
teenager, and
lots of storage.
just storage and drawers and adequate size berth there. This is the forward stateroom, which not as much storage maybe. There's probably cabinets on either side there. The forward head with a stand-up shower with a glass door, just very nice too.
So yeah, it does
Really
look like
nice.
all the flooring is newish. That's
Yeah,
nice.
again, we like that
I like
dynamic.
that.
That's cool.
That is great for eating together and homeschooling, but the Sundeck looks amazing for both also.
Yeah. Nice full-size fridge, which is something we're looking for. Nice stovetop here. I don't know about the round sinks for kids scrubbing up dishes, but
Oh, that's a good point.
maybe
Well, we just can't let the dishes pile up. We have to make them do
Yeah.
the dishes every meal.
probably a microwave
Convection
and
oven.
convection oven combo there, which
We're not putting
is nice.
a 15-pound turkey in that.
I think so.
Yeah, the sinks are odd.
Yeah, I like the style of it. I just don't think it's
They
functional
can,
for
look,
scrubbing a big
They can
pan.
do dishes out here.
Yeah, on the wet bar they can hang out there.
Wow, that is
This-
huge from that
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah.
That's a
look at
full
that. That's a full
couch.
couch, 2 chairs, tables. Yeah, it's a nice big.
Wow.
And it feels like a Sundeck, not like it's fully enclosed like
Yeah.
a lot of the Sundeck-ish
I
models.
mean, this would be
that we've seen.
perfect even if it didn't have the cockpit.
Right. Yeah. So I think the 48-foot Californian is probably something that we're big
More
fans
looking at.
of because 55 feet is kind of long.
A little bit. I mean, it's...
It might limit some
Yeah.
of the marinas you can go to. It will certainly
Yeah.
increase like haul out costs and things like that. Any kind of maintenance is
But
usually.
look at those 2 chairs.
Yeah. Right.
Captain and a co-pilot.
Mm-hmm.
You and me. Does that have carpet too?
I don't think so,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just mildewy fiberglass, maybe.
I'm already.
But it's all full enclosure up here on the Flybridge, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Plenty of chips, Hampton, Virginia. Yeah, somebody's done some updating and nice work with
Yeah.
it. Looks like newer electronics.
I
up on
wonder
top,
how
too.
tall it is.
That's a thing too, right? We have to watch out for on the loop to make sure we can fit under the bridges.
Yeah, especially that radar up there.
Mm-hmm. Might need to be hinged to come down, or maybe this
Yeah.
top stuff.
I mean, she's perfect, but I think just a little bit too much for us.
yeah, maybe 5 feet too long.
But she's a glorious boat.
A little expensive, and maybe a little too tall. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
This must be coming from the galley where that teak and holly
Yeah.
flooring was into the engine room, which looks bright and clean and well lit. That's pretty nice looking. Yeah, I like the look of that for sure. Somebody spent some time and care in there, and the generator off to the back.
A fuzzy diagram.
Yeah, but this does show you what's going on. And the Californian Carver acquired Californian.
Right.
I did some research after people were liking the last video of the Californian. So we might have to expand the keywords we're searching for so we could capture
Right.
that vintage of Carver that was actually this layout of this design.
What I do, besides it being bigger, but what I do prefer on this Californian as opposed to the last one is the dinette.
Yes, dinette is cool.
For having a family and
For sitting down indoor, for homeschool, for dining, for
games.
yeah, hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 3 stateroom layout, awesome. The steps too, even if it were like a tiny cockpit out there, would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
But it's a huge cockpit, so. Well, that is another option.
Yeah.
I like
Too
it.
good for us?
Maybe too big, maybe too expensive, but maybe we find one at the right price, and it
I mean, that looks like an amazing like liverboard more than a year
yeah.
kind of a deal.
Things we didn't see are washer and dryer, dishwasher.
Yeah.
But those are nice to have anyway. But on a 55-foot boat, if
You
we're
would
paying for haul out and marina fees for that size of a boat,
How much?
Maybe they're hiding in there.
If
We
you're paying
just didn't see.
$170, you should get some laundry.
it's a lot. Yeah, for what you pay there, you can get a lot of quarters for the marina
Right.
laundromat. All right, guys, thanks for joining us again. We sure appreciate all your comments and likes, and those of you that have subscribed to the channel, we really do appreciate it.
Please send us more ideas.
Yeah, send us more ideas because we learn things from you guys and consider more options as we go.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You ever been in a cockpit before?